Tiger Talk is brought to you by... And good morning, Tiger Talk brought to you by Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Katie's. Delicious homemade goodness and Perry's Floors and more. And a very good morning on this Tuesday edition of Tiger Talk on your hometown radio station, WPKY. And we just heard a gospel singing program. Of course, you can hear gospel music every Sunday 3 times here on WPKY with Ken Cummins and Eddie Boone. But we also have, and welcome into the studio this morning, Brother Wesley Curtis. How are you?
Fine, sir. How about you?
I'm doing just great. Glad to see that the temperatures are finally coming down a little bit. It's still going to be warm today.
It's going to be warm, but I can live with this.
Oh, yeah. The key is to get out in it and stay out in it.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, you can do it that way, but when you start off in the air and then got to go out in it, it's not very fun. But, man, talking about hot, we've got some really hot, terrific gospel acts coming up, and we have you to thank because you get on you work your magic and book all these folks in the local area. Of course, we need to introduce Wesley. He is a pastor of Green Grove Baptist Church over in Providence, and of course, he is a lover and singer of gospel music himself, and boy, you've got a terrific bunch of folks going to be in our area.
We do, Ty, we really do. I was telling somebody from the end of this month all the way up to September, somebody's coming through.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't think I can remember a single time we were having back-to-back in months.
Right. But you've worked at it a little bit.
I worked at it a little bit.
And our location here is strategically in a pretty good spot because these folks travel a lot, down the I-24 corridor, going between these and some of these other interstates, 69, I'm sure. And so it makes it fairly convenient for them to stop by and have a singing.
It does. It makes it real convenient.
Yeah.
That we're able to pull some of the big name groups in. And,
well, before we get rolling, let me just ask you because I love music myself, all kinds. But I love 4-part harmonies. I love gospel music. Can you remember when you first got the bug? When you first experienced, maybe some harmony, and you're like, man, I want to do that.
I had to go back to when I was a child, probably when I was 6, 7 years old. Mm-hmm. My mom and dad took us to Murray, Kentucky to see J.D. Summer and Stamps.
Oh, yeah.
In concert, which rumors flying around on my mom's side of the family that J.D.'s kin to my mom on the Bridges
really?
Thomas side of the family.
Okay.
So,
have you ever traced it?
I haven't traced it.
Uh-huh.
Now, some have, and I just heard bits and pieces.
So there may be a distant connection there. Yeah.
There's a distant connection.
Yeah.
So I don't have that low-down bass like J.D. did.
Okay.
And everything. But, and then just...
You got to be a tenor, don't you? What are you?
I'm a little high lead tenor.
Okay.
I could get up to the tenor part if I could hold out.
Okay.
And everything, but mostly a lead singer.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, but you were talking about that.
But yeah, that kind of got me hooked.
Okay.
And other groups around, local groups, kind of getting me hooked on into it, and just growing up listening to gospel music.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And boy, oh boy, let's begin and tell us about who's going to be coming through the area.
Well, we'll start with first off the bat, our June 30th, which was a Saturday night. My buddy Jason Funderburk's coming in again to Midway Missionary Baptist Church, my home church.
That's out on Highway 126, isn't it?
Yep. And he'll be out there at 6:30 that night. Love offering's going to be taken there.
Okay.
And he's also going to be with us at Green Grove that's following Sunday morning.
Oh, neat.
So he's going to come in. He's coming in for a visit, but also...
And you guys are pretty good buddies, aren't you?
We've been buddies for almost 15 years now.
Wow, that's great.
He kind of got me started in all this. Him and his group that he had driven quartet back then, and but he was with another group too. So he kind of got me started in.
Okay.
In
so
gospel.
Sort of a mentor, so to speak.
Kind of a mentor and stuff,
Wow.
but a dear friend, and means a lot to our family and
Sure.
to the Midway family. We kind of call him one of our boys.
Right.
We kind of adopted him.
Well, that's really cool.
So
What night is that?
that's Saturday night, June 30th.
All right.
At 6:30.
So not too far away.
Not too far away and stuff. So, and then July coming up, we have the honor of having the Mark Tramble Quartet here in Princeton. It's been a little while since I had Mark in Princeton and stuff. Just found out yesterday that Mark will be inducted into the Southern Gospel Music Hall of Fame.
Wow.
This year.
Wow.
So
they still have that over. Where is the Hall of Fame exactly?
The Hall of Fame's in Dollywood in Pigeon Forge.
That's what I was thinking. It's over there. And do they have their convention over there now too?
They have the quartet convention
there
and stuff, and then they'll have the ceremony, Hall of Fame and ceremony. I think it's on Tuesday of the convention.
Wow. So he'll be here. Will that be before or after?
It'll be before the
Okay.
convention and stuff, but they just received word about it yesterday.
That's great. So we got a Hall of Famer in the house.
We got a Hall of Famer coming to Princeton.
That's great.
But they'll be here July 19th, which is a Thursday night at 6:30 at Highland Baptist Church on Baker Street here.
Okay, that's at Highland.
And stuff. So we're real fortunate to have a Hall of Famer come in.
Will that be a love offering as well?
That will be a love offering as well too.
Okay.
And stuff. So.
And that's the Mark Trammel's
Mark Tramble Quartet.
All right.
We'll be here and stuff. And then August comes up. Actually, have two singings scheduled. The first one is August 5th. That will be at Chapel Hill Baptist Church towards Farmersville.
Yes.
Bob Seller. Bob was the former lead singer of the Kingsman Quartet.
Okay.
He just came off the road last weekend for the final time with the Kingsmen. Been singing with them for several years. He wanted to be closer to home, be with his family, but he still wanted to sing and stuff. So he's going to start a solo career.
Well, neat
and everything. And he got in touch with me several months ago and asked if I could help him out. And so Chapel Hill called their pastor and talked to them and said, yeah, we'll be honored to have you Sunday morning. So he'll be there Sunday morning, August 5th at 11 o'clock.
And that'll be here before you know it.
That'll be here before you know it and stuff. And but Bob's a wonderful guy, great man, good friends with him. Despite the fact that he's an Alabama fan, but
oh boy, well, what is somebody that's solo like that? What is their performance like? They're used to singing with a quartet. Will they get up? Will they have other folks maybe or a choir sing with him, or will he pretty much be doing it all himself?
He'll mostly do it by himself. Okay. Now there's some that will have some choirs.
Yeah.
If they get it
kind of accompany them if they can.
To work out something. I've seen it done both ways, but Bob. Mostly being a lead singer, and just like Jason as well,
he
too.
Just get up and start.
He can get in and stuff. He'll sing some of the songs that he done with the Kingsmen and stuff, and maybe some of his own and stuff. So it's one that's the same with Jason.
Now, when they're solo like that as well, and how do most of these guys, do they have a music accompaniment that's played behind them?
Yeah, they got tracks.
Like tracks.
Tracks
so someone is at a soundboard and they play tracks behind them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So. But Bob's a great guy, great friend, and I'm glad that
that'll be an excellent night of music as well out there.
Yeah, that's going to be Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, okay. That's a Sunday morning. Okay,
stuff.
So that'll be during their service.
That'll be during their service.
Well, that's awesome.
He's going to have the whole service.
That's great.
11 o'clock service. So.
All right.
But Bob's a great guy, and I'm glad that we could be able to help him out and kind of start his career.
Get him rolling.
Kicking him rolling.
Yeah, August the 5th.
August the 5th. And then August 12th, which is the following Sunday, it's a special day for us at Green Grove. That will be our homecoming day.
Oh, wow.
And everything.
Y'all going to eat, aren't you?
We're going to eat.
Oh, yeah. Now you're talking.
And everything. We're celebrating either our 203rd or 204th anniversary.
Okay, now explain that.
Well, the church, Green Grove Baptist Church, is the oldest church in Little Bethel Baptist Association, which is Hopkins County and Webster County.
Okay.
So our homecoming is going to be that day to celebrate.
But we don't know exactly 203rd or 204th yet. Where does the the controversy come in on the date?
Well, we're somewhere at 202 or 203 right now.
Okay.
So and everything, we got to do our real check and stuff. So and everything, but we're excited.
That's awesome
to celebrate that wonderful.
And with
day.
the Perrys.
With the Perrys, are going to be with us that afternoon, Sunday afternoon. On the 12th of August at 1:30 in the afternoon. So that gives people plenty
So that'll
of time.
be after dinner?
After dinner.
Yeah.
And stuff. So,
but that'll keep everybody awake.
That'll keep everybody awake and stuff. So, but we'll have our regular service there at 11.
Okay.
And then I'll be preaching that.
I was just say, let's just give you a plug out there. You're pastor of Green Grove Baptist Church.
Pastor there. Been there for about 4 months now.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, I'll be preaching there, and then we'll have our fellowship meal. And then we'll come back and have the Perrys that afternoon at 1:30. So they give people plenty of time to come to Providence and join us.
And be a great concert.
Great concert with some dear friends of mine.
You are very good friends with the Perrys, aren't you?
Very good friends with them.
That's fantastic. Well, man, I'm telling you, that is 4 very fine groups right there. Yeah. And of course, you've been you've kind of taken this. You're kind of involved with the singings and have been around these folks for several years. So it kind of helps to have that connection to get some of these groups booked. And then, of course, as you book one and they hey, this guy's good to work with, it just sort of gets others going. And of course, a lot of these folks are your friends.
Yeah, most every one of them that I've dealt with.
You've got a friendship with them.
I got a friendship with them, and help them out in any way we can. And it's like me and Bob was talking the other night. Said he was having trouble one day, and he said some of them just won't get back with me. I talked to somebody, and they just don't get back with me. I said, well, Bob, I'm going to tell you this much. I said, if I can, I'm going to help you, and if I can't, I'm going to be straight up with you.
Right. That's right, and I think that's how you have to be.
And that's what you need to do.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
To work together.
Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about maybe these concerts and summarize these, but maybe look ahead at maybe some potential things that are going to be going on as we move closer to September and Black Patch. So it's 8:15 right now. You're listening to Tiger Talk here in your hometown radio station. Brother Wesley Curtis from Green Grove Baptist Church here, and we're talking gospel music, all the good stuff that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks here in our area. Lots of opportunity for you to hear some great gospel music here in our area. We'll be back on Tiger Talk on WPKY. On Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouth-watering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown, homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Since 1978, Perry's Floors and More has been selling, installing, and servicing homeowners throughout Western Kentucky with quality flooring and workmanship. Perry's Floors and More carries luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, carpet, window treatments, and more. Quality brands like Mannington, Shaw, Tarkett, Beaulieu, and Flexitech. There's a reason why we say you can walk on our reputation. Come see Bill and Lucy at 127 West Market Street or call 270-365-9869.
And at 8:17, back on Tiger Talk on this Tuesday morning, Brother Wesley Curtis, pastor of Green Grove Baptist Church in studio, and he also books and promotes gospel singings in the area. And Brother Wesley, a couple there, and let's tell the folks again these dates and these fine artists that are going to be in our area.
All right, well, June 30th at Midway Missionary Baptist Church there on 126 at 6:30 on Saturday night. Jason Funderburk's going to be with us, great friend of mine, and does some solos now, and still has a trio that he does, the Driven Trio. They do about 2 weeks out of the month as a trio and stuff. So, but Jason does some wonderful jobs.
Stays busy, doesn't he?
Stays busy and stuff. So, real fortunate to have him coming in and just love him. You know, I know the folks at Midway had kind of adopted him, one of our boys, and we just.
It's a homecoming for him,
it's
basically, isn't it?
It's his second home. He calls Midway his second home.
That's cool.
And so, looking forward to that. And then July 19th, which is Thursday night at 6:30 at Highland Baptist Church, Mark Tramble Quartet will be there with us. Mark and them. When Mark started his group, he started out as a trio.
Okay.
And I think that's been about 10 years
Oh, wow.
and stuff. So they actually just came out with a new project going back and recording some of the trio songs that they done.
Okay.
And stuff. So really looking forward to hearing them
Sure,
on
yeah.
some of them old songs that they done.
And that's at Highland Baptist
And
Church.
that's at Highland Baptist Church. So really looking forward to that. Like I said, Bob Seller going to be at Chapel Hill in August.
And that'll be during their Sunday morning worship.
Their morning worship service there at 11. So won't get to see him because I'll be tied up at Green Grove.
That's right.
And everything. But we're going to meet up after and stuff. Had lunch together and stuff.
Good deal.
And but Bob's great, man. Loves the Lord and loves to
And
sing
expresses it in song.
and expressing it in song and stuff. And he just ministers and want to continue to minister and stuff, but be closer to home too. And that's, I've had people ask me about their quartet life and stuff and stuff. It's not easy.
Oh, no, it's not, yeah.
I mean, you leave your families 200, 300 days
That's right.
a year, and some a week, some 2 or 3 days.
Right.
It's kind of hard.
And that's one reason why I think you see a lot of these groups are family groups. You know, at least they get to stay together out on the road, but it's still a tough life.
It is still.
I mean,
a tough
living out
life.
of a suitcase is not fun.
It's not fun and stuff, but in the long run, seeing what the music has done,
Sure,
it touches hearts and minds,
exactly,
and stuff,
exactly.
and all these show that.
No doubt about
and
it.
everything. And then our homecoming in August 12th there at Green Grove with the Perrys coming.
That's going to be an awesome day.
That's an awesome day.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. When I got that confirmed and everything, Mom and Krista couldn't really peel me off the ceiling because I was on cloud 9.
I bet. That's
so.
great. Peel you off the ceiling.
Yeah.
Tell us. I know last year we had the McCameys here.
Yes.
And they were quite a hit. Now, did Mama McCamey have some health issues?
Peg McCaney did have some issues.
She turned the corner and she's doing
She
better?
turned the corner. She's back on the
Good.
road singing.
Boy, she was dynamic, man.
She was dynamic.
Yeah.
In fact, I think when she was here that following week,
When
she had surgery.
Yes.
Bypass, I believe.
Okay. Wow.
And everything. So, but she's recovered from it. She's back on the road, kicking her shoes off.
Man, that's something. Yeah.
So you can't keep a good woman down.
No, they were fun. I still hear them. But she's got such a recognizable voice as well.
Yes, she does.
know.
It's been around for many years. So.
Yes.
So, but right now 4 great concerts coming up. And
So mark your calendars,
mark
folks.
your calendars
Yes.
and stuff. I have information on my Facebook page.
Tell them how to get in touch with you.
You can go to Wesley Curtis, my Facebook page there, and we'll have information about it and stuff. And I know Tiger has shared it and stuff.
Others to share it.
Others have shared it and stuff. We'll have some flyers passed around.
Good deal. Be on the lookout.
Be
for
on
that.
the lookout. So we'll.
Let's preview what's coming up. Of course, we have Black Patch. You're a member of the Princeton Optimist Club, and you usually book a fantastic act for that. Have you let it out of the bag yet? I think you have.
I have let it out.
You're gonna have to refresh my memory. I can't remember who you got.
We got Goat City coming this year.
Oh boy,
Yes.
that's a name that's been around for a long time.
Many years.
I used to play their records at the old WPKY.
Yeah. But, September 8th at First Baptist
Wow.
here in Princeton doing our Black Patch. And the time has changed.
Okay.
Mostly we would start at 6 o'clock, but they are actually going to be driving from Alabama that afternoon.
And they got to stop at Cracker Barrel, right?
Well, they got to stop somewhere. Yeah. But they've asked if we could move it up a little early. So
Okay, they want it earlier.
Yeah, so we're going to start at 7 o'clock to
okay.
help them out to get them.
Okay, so it's 7 o'clock.
So
okay.
it's going to be at 7 o'clock there in the sanctuary at First Baptist. Gold City's going to be there. And
That'd be awesome.
That'll be awesome. I never thought I would have Gold City in Princeton.
You did it, man.
And stuff, and so it worked out.
I remember back last year when you were planning, you were like, I'm working on something big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But all these groups are big groups.
Oh, yeah.
And well-known names.
Well-known names and
Yeah.
stuff. Which Mark was part Gold City in the
there's a
90s.
connection. Okay.
And stuff, so and everything. Mark is considered to be a quartet man. He sung with the Kingsmen. Started out singing with the Kingsmen. Went with the Cathedrals, and sung with Jason's dad, Danny Funderburg.
Are the Florida Boys still around?
The Florida Boys are not around. The name still is.
The name still is. It's not the original Florida Boys.
It's not the original Florida Boys.
Yeah.
And stuff. But
I used to play a lot of Florida Boys.
And everything. So, but Mark sung with what people in quartet world today says the big three quartets, which was Kingsman, Gold City, and Cathedrals.
Yeah.
Those were the big threes. And to have that connection that say, hey, this man sung and who's now getting ready to go into Hall of Fame
with
year,
all of them.
With all of them and stuff. And it's just an amazing and stuff. But,
that's a big deal.
But Goat City is really, really good. You know, I heard them back a couple of months ago in Clarksville, Tennessee, and they're just every time I get to hear them, they just get better and better.
They'll chill you up, won't they?
They'll chill you up and stuff.
That's what it's about.
And everything. So
that's good stuff.
So we're stuff, and we'll also plug in that we're still taking donations for that concert to help to pay towards. Getting them.
So is that something you feel led to do? Then contact Brother Wesley about that as well.
Contact me and stuff, and and we'll and stuff. So, but it always works out and everything. So I'm not worried too much about it. So.
No, and will you be doing this? Will you be booking some of these groups all the way through the fall and winter? Are they still traveling then?
They'll still be traveling and stuff. We can get some. You know, it's kind of hard, especially in wintertime. I'm one that leery about.
Because of the weather and being driving, you never know
what the weather's going to do,
right?
And everything,
but this is the good time.
But this is the good time, you know, to be able to have groups come in there where, you know, if it's raining, hey, it's fine. You know, the roads ain't going to be slick and everything. Which I remember one time when we had the Perrys back in Midway. This has been several years ago. It was during the winter, and I was iffy about it, but I couldn't really pass it up. Because it was a love offering deal. We had a church bus all the way from Illinois.
Come over
and stuff.
That's great.
And stuff. So I thought, well,
and that's what these kind of folks do when they're around in the area. They draw folks from out of town. So they're here eating and spending money here in our town.
Exactly. I mean, we had Lauren Talley back at a month or so ago at Green Grove, and we had a person drive all the way from Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I still scratch my head. I said, first of all, how in the world he found Green Grove Baptist Church in the middle of nowhere in Providence?
How'd they hear about it, right?
And stuff, but, you know.
Through circles, they find out.
Through circles and stuff. And I've had people do that.
Yeah.
That if they're in a 5 or 6 hour radius around us, mostly they'll come.
Yeah. And gospel music fans, I think, are unique because they're totally devoted to their artists that they follow, and and if they're around, they'll go see them.
You're right.
I mean, it's just so I mean, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal and stuff. So, but Black Patch coming up September 8th, and then the following Sunday on the 16th of September. First time working with a family group that I got in. Well, the family got in touch with me. And stuff. The Lowell family out of Ohio, around the Cincinnati area.
Lowell family.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard them on Sirius XM and some of the Christian programmings and stuff. And I know WVHM down in Hardin, Christian station down there, plays some of their music. Well, they got in contact with me, and we were talking, and so September 16th, we're going to have a special night at Green Grove. We're going to have them come and sing about 5 o'clock. And then Darren Lorne is a minister.
Okay.
Was a pastor, a Baptist church near his hometown for about 20 years, I believe, if I read it correctly. But around 6 o'clock, we're going to have Darren preach that night, too.
Okay.
So kind of call it a one-night revival.
Yeah.
Because this is what this group does now. They go around and do revival
type work. Singings.
Singings and stuff.
The Lowells.
The Lowells.
Okay.
So at 5 o'clock at Green Grove, there in Providence, we're going to have them sing at 5 o'clock, and then have Darren preach at around 6.
So kind of like a one-night revival.
One night revival and stuff. Hoping to pull a couple of the churches around us and
maybe bring some groups and stuff.
Groups and stuff.
Can you hold them all in Green Grove? I've seen that sanctuary. It holds quite a few,
if they said the fire marshal lives down the road, I hope he don't come up. So I said, if he does, I'll take care of it.
Y'all might be setting chairs in the aisles.
We might be setting chairs in the aisle, but that'd be fine.
Oh yeah, well,
we got a little bit we can throw in the choir off if we had
that's
to.
Awesome. That's great.
But we're looking forward to that. So. Closer to time, we'll have information about that, but we just want to get the word out about that. So
that's fantastic, man. Well, you've been busy, and
I have been.
You definitely have. I hopefully have the interest of our gospel music fans out there and folks that just love good gospel singing and preaching and all that stuff, and hopefully they will be. Attending these excellent opportunities to see some great music.
Yeah, it's like we said, it's unusual to have this type.
Just right back to back,
and stuff. So
well, check out Brother Wesley's Facebook page, Wesley Curtis, and you can also contact him, through his phone. And go ahead and give that one
270-625-3512.
3512. If you're interested in that and learn about these singings, where they might be, and of course we'll promote them here on WPKY and be watching his Facebook page as well. He does a good job of letting folks know when and where these singings take place.
Yeah.
So awesome, man. Thank you so much for being here. Anything else that you'd want to tell the folks?
Well, hey, let me give you the address to Green Grove.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Green Grove Baptist Church is out on is 33 Green Road, which is just off Highway 120 West there in Providence. Not too hard to find. If you're coming from, you can go 2 different directions from Princeton.
Okay.
You can go through Dawson and pick up 109.
109,
and that'll take you straight into Providence there. When you come to the first intersection, take a left on the 120, and we're about 3 miles down on the right.
Okay.
And then if you're coming in from the 293 side of Princeton, just come in there. You'll run into 109, then take a left, and then you'll come into the intersection there of 120.
That's right.
Take another left, 3 miles down the road there.
There you are.
So, and there you are. We have Sunday school at 10 on Sunday mornings and morning worship at 11. And then Sunday night we come back at 6. And then on Wednesday nights we have choir practice at 5 o'clock. And then we'll have our regular service at 6 too on Wednesday night too. So we're I'm in the best of 2 worlds. I'm pastor of a church and a singing church as well, because they love.
And you don't mind that a bit, do you?
I don't mind that at all and stuff. We have really started picking up our choir. Wanted to get back to singing, and I was sitting in there one day before Sunday school started. In their choir loft, they had this green folder, and I just thought, I wonder what's in that green folder. Just curious.
Yeah.
I picked it up, sat down, was leading, and I thought, oh my God, it's songs that I grew up listening to and heard and stuff. And now
you're hitting the green folder.
We're hitting the green folder every Sunday and
right.
stuff. So, but if you're looking for a church home, we would love to have you come out and join us. We're just a
country, or just visit from time to time.
Or just visit from time to time, and everything. But if you're looking for a church, and some people ask me, say, man, Wesley, you're driving a pretty good way, to pastor this church and stuff. Well, and even the church members, when they were talking to me about taking this pastor, they said, all I'm concerned is your drive. We're really concerned about that. I said, listen, if the Lord wants me here, He'll take care of the driving. He has.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
that's how it's supposed to work.
Right, and stuff. So don't let mileage keep you away from worshiping God and stuff. I mean, I had a pastor when we were going to Fairview Baptist Church out there on 293 that drove almost from close to the Tennessee line to pastor Fairview Baptist Church and stuff. And that's a pretty good drive out on 139 South Road there in Cadiz.
Boy, it is.
And stuff.
It is.
But, and then we've had other people, so mileage, don't let that keep you. I mean, if you're looking for a church and stuff and just want to come and visit, we would love to have you come.
That's awesome.
And stuff, so.
All right, that's Green Grove Baptist Church up in Providence, Kentucky. 3 miles out on the right, down 120.
Right.
So check that out. Wesley, thank you much, man. I know you've been at it, getting these fine groups lined up, and I know you'll continue to do it. It's fun to see who you're going to get next.
Yeah, can't wait.
And go to Brother Wesley Curtis's Facebook page, kind of keep track. Watch Facebook. He'll put these posters out there for you to see at the times, and most of these are love offering type opportunities to see these groups.
Pretty much all these.
Yeah. So
are going to be love offerings.
So that's an opportunity for you to just kind of let whatever's on your heart after you hear them to get that taken care of. So anyway, just enjoy it. Thank you so much for your time here.
Appreciate it.
And be watching, and we'll be telling you about these fine events as well to see some good gospel music in our area. It's 8:33. That's going to wrap up Tiger Talk on this Tuesday. Be sure you join us tomorrow on Wednesday. It's our extension program here on WPKY. And then Thursday, Vision West Kentucky will be here. They'll be talking about their second annual kickball fundraiser here in Princeton. That's coming up on Saturday. Thanks for joining us on behalf of Brother Wesley Curtis of Green Grove Baptist Church, Ty Engelbright, and hope you have a terrific Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow on Tiger Talk on WPKY. Thanks for listening to Tiger Talk.